I'm going to try and keep it uniformed up until WrestleMania with no match in this variation. Not to say that the news videos will follow this, but that no variation of these matches where I'm actually doing commentary will take place in a arena from this point until after I do the world title matches, and that counts for the women's matches as well, where we will do the title matches at WrestleMania from the winners of the Royal Rumble. And I don't just mean Drew McIntyre versus Johnny Gargano. I mean Drew McIntyre versus Johnny Gargano, AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal, and whomever will challenge both Becky Lynch and Natalya for their respective titles. Until those 4 matches, or even 6 matches, because I may do matches for the NXT championships as well. I haven't decided yet, as technically those are takeover matches, not WrestleMania matches. But but it really depends on what I want to do and how far I want to take it, because I do have secondary plans for WWE 2K22 to keep myself interested and keep the content flowing until 2K23 comes out. Because the one thing that I have avoided, that I'm surprised I've taken this long to even entertain, is GM mode. Back in the early days, back in the previous generation of WWE games, I spent a ridiculous amount of time playing WWE GM mode. But, realistically, I don't need to spend the time in GM mode anymore, because the time I would spend in GM mode is now I am now kept entertained by TW. So I don't need WWE as much. I don't need this game as much, but I feel like I would be inepted not giving it an opportunity and not giving it a chance at least once in the first game that has included GM mode in, probably 8 years at least? 10 years? I don't even remember offhand which one was the last game. But the one thing I can say is, I can't, if Natalya does win, if Natalya and Tamina do win the WWE Women's World Tag Team titles, then that would be the 3rd championship. That would be the 3rd championship that Natalya holds, and momentum continuing on her side. I guarantee you that people like Sasha Banks, Naomi, Tegan Nox, and Chauncey are looking for a big opportunity in the Royal Rumble match, because they're former champions, and when you taste gold in WWE, it is not something that you want to let go of and or forget. So seeing as that's the case, I think you would very likely see, especially Sasha Banks and Naomi, out with something to prove in the Royal Rumble match for the women's side. I think someone like Io Shirai, somebody like Io Shirai has very little to prove, because expectations might not be high for someone like Io Shirai, because you never know what to expect from the champion of the skies. But the fact of the matter is, I'm expecting a very solid and opportunistic event. And by opportunistic, I mean, you saw what we saw from the Royal Rumble match with the men's side. I think the women will do just as good, maybe even better. And I am looking forward to the Women's Royal Rumble as much as I am looking forward to the men's. But much like the men's, I will be joined with some help, and my friend Sam will be joining us again for some commentary. Dakota Kai goes for one of a sporadic lateral press. We have not seen a lot of lateral presses in this contest. And she tries to drop a big elbow on Natalya, but Natalya brushes her off not once but twice. The second time was with a drop kick. And Dakota Kai showing her educated feet on Natalya, but Natalya, the veteran, takes advantage of the youngster. Dakota Kai taking her out of the hammerlock. I don't know what we would have seen from Dakota Kai there, but the fact of the matter is, Natalya wanted the advantage, but she is still in the middle. She is still on the side of Raquel and Dakota, but that move knocked her back so much that she could get the tag to her partner. Raquel tries to catch Natalya off guard, and Tamina, for that matter, with a random cover after a short arm clothesline. Shades of Jake the Snake super kick. Jake the Snake super kick with that one. Tamina runs around a little confused. I don't know how. Raquel Gonzalez catches Tamina off guard, knocking her off the ropes, popping up. But Natalya's in the ring, and Raquel Gonzalez makes the rookie mistake. She makes the rookie mistake of letting Natalya get the better of her, and that allows Tamina to get the advantage. Tamina was stomping a mud hole, or trying to, on Raquel Gonzalez, but Raquel sees an opportunity and takes it. Tamina takes it back, and then Tamina throws Raquel like only she can. One of the strongest women in the women's division in WWE is Tamina. Tamina shoots the half, goes for the lateral press, but on one count, as Raquel Gonzalez is unquestionably, in my opinion, one of, if not the freshest people in the match, on par with Tamina. Tamina waits too long, but still avoids Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai brushes past Natalya. I think she brushed her with that enziguri, but whacks her the second time, knocking down Tamina, and shoots the half. Cover. 2. No. Barely a 1 count. Kick out on the part of Tamina. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez have reigned as champions since defeating Tegan Nox and Shotzi for these titles. And Dakota Kai found some insurance, because the opposite happened with her and Natalya. Natalya is WWE Raw Women's Champion. Before Dakota Kai won the women's tag team titles with Raquel Gonzalez, she was going to challenge Becky Lynch in her second chance. But now, the only way Dakota Kai could become SmackDown Women's Champion is, or get a rematch for that matter, as frequent tags show the chemistry that Dakota and Raquel have with each other. But back to the point. The point is that if Dakota Kai wants another shot against Becky Lynch, she has to win it through the Royal Rumble. That is the only way, after coming up short in a hard-fought Iron Man match against Big Time Bex. But Dakota Kai has her up. Dakota Kai has Tamina up. Tamina blocks the devastation kick. Dakota Kai knocks her back. Pump kick avoided. Dakota Kai reverses Tamina. Takes down Tamina with a snap mirror, runs to the opposite side, and brushes her off with a kick. Run! Did you see that in the bottom of our screen? Raquel Gonzalez ran head first into the ring post, and Tamina kicks out of what was a double stomp And I think Dakota Kai may have just noticed her partner is down as she is tossing Tamina to the floor to give Raquel Gonzalez an opportunity to regain her composure. But Natalya, I'm confused here. Why is Natalya waiting on the apron? I mean, waiting on the floor. A tag from Dakota Kai to Raquel Gonzalez has woken up Natalya, but now Tamina has her eyes on Dakota Kai. Tamina had her eyes fixated on Dakota Kai for a second before situating him back to Raquel Gonzalez in the ring. This has been another hard-fought match for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Raquel Gonzalez was too close to the ropes. Perfect ring presence from the youngster. Raquel Gonzalez gets blocked by Tamina. Raquel Gonzalez gets blocked by Tamina. Samoan drop, but Raquel rolls to the outside. Tamina follows her. Powerbomb looks it. And I mean, these two women are equally matched. Look at the back and forth. Tamina will reverse Tamina will reverse Raquel Gonzalez, and then Raquel will reverse her back. But Raquel did not reverse that free fall. And now Raquel is once again shook by Tamina. Tamina, it looked like had her eyes fixated on Dakota Kai on the outside, on the apron. I don't know why Tamina's waiting. What is Tamina waiting for? Why didn't she do it for the big splash? She could have laid it in on the back of Raquel Gonzalez. Lariat to the back, but in comes Natalya. Natalya, just in the nick of time, saves the match for her team. And Raquel Gonzalez is letting Natalya get the better of her again. Natalya reverses that powerbomb again. And Tamina gets hit with the basement dropkick from Raquel. Raquel gets reversed by Tamina. Again, it's like I mentioned earlier, these two women know each other so very well. Spin out scoop slam, or spin out slam by Tamina, showing her power, showing her intensity, and Tamina sets up Raquel for the sharpshooter. Waste of time by Dakota Kai. You can't waste a minute. And Dakota Kai did exactly what you can't do. And now we have new tag team champions. And it is Tamina and Natalya are the new tag team champions. And the fact of the matter is, you gotta wonder what this means for Natalya, because Natalya now holds the Raw Women's Championship, the Wrestling Express Invitational Cup Championship, and if that wasn't enough, Natalya also holds the WWE Women's World Tag Team titles. And now we have new tag team champions once again in the women's tag division, and they are Natalya and Tamina. Finding out what happens next, well, you gotta wait till the next video for that, as I am done for the day, and I will see you in the next one.